Yo, what's happening, America? This is your boy Prime, and it's about damn time. And I'm back with another special. And guess what? I'm gonna tell you about how I kicked this passenger the hell out of here. You understand? You just gotta come on back. You hear? Yes, sir. So this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? I go to pick up a PAX, yay. So I basically kind of got off kilter a little bit because I kind of went off into a danger zone, basically type area. I mean, I won't call it. I mean, say not danger zone, but it was like it wasn't an area that I would pick up from normally. But it was a Saturday, so it was a different ball game. And the weekends you kind of take a little bit more rides and all that, but I try to keep my rides at a minimum because I'm trying to be more efficient than just take a whole bunch of rides. But this time I took a ride, whatever. So the ride is taken. I go to take the ride, and when I get there, it's a funny looking house, straight up and down. I never seen these kind of houses. I was told that they call them row houses, but they're just straight up and down. Got like 3 floors, I guess, but it's pretty nice. Brand new. It's the newest house on the block, but it's the funniest looking house on the block too. But anyway, so pick these guys up. No, this guy here, no. So I picked these guys up. It's like 3 of them. One was supposed to come. It ended up being 3. It was supposed to be 4. One guy he couldn't come because he ended up having to take his own car because I'm assuming he's a doctor and he needed his car because he was on call, and it was a good thing he didn't come because he was gonna get put out. Okay, so anyways, what happened was we in the car. I make sure I verify my passengers like always. I do the 1, 2 and I see them. They got this container. It's like the spring water bottle you put. When you buy from the store, it's spring water in it. So I see that container, but it's dark, so I can't tell if it's liquor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I waited. Okay, I waited to find out. So they start passing this thing around. They end up passing to my man right here in the passenger seat right next to me. And as soon as he opened it up, I smell it. Right? So I ask a question, like I always do. I just see what they gonna say, because people lie to you so quick when it comes to the rideshare business. Man, they will lie to you in your face. So I ask him. I say, "What you got there, brother?" He say, "Oh, that's just a Coke." That's what he said. He says a Coke. Okay. I guess he thought I'd go for that because it looked like I guess it was like Hennessy or some kind of brown liquor. So I guess he thought I'd go for anything. So he said, "It's a Coke." And I say, "Yeah, that's a Coke in there." I say, "It don't smell like Coke." He said, "Oh, it don't?" I say, "No, it smell like alcohol." And he say, Yeah, it's some alcohol." I say, "Man, why y'all do that? Why y'all think y'all can do that?" Like I start to lecture them for real, because they in my damn car, and if you don't want to get lectured, don't break the damn law. It's that simple. Don't break the law. Don't try to get in here and attempt to break the law and tell me basically some bullshit about how everybody lets you do it. Every Uber driver, I don't give a damn. That shit don't matter to me. You whatever Uber driver lets you do that, I tell you what, get that Uber driver's phone number and call him on Saturday so he can come pick you up, because prime time ain't with that shit. You understand? I ain't with that shit. And for any driver that is doing that, if that's even true, stop doing that, man. Seriously. It ain't worth your time, yo. I'm getting pings left and right. This is a Postmate ping. I ain't getting that. That's all the way too far. But don't be doing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're putting your livelihood at jeopardy. If something was to happen, Of course, they could spill that stuff in your car, and that could be a problem. Your next passenger may think you drunk. You know, they could leave it in your car, and you know what I'm saying. You may be driving around on your personal time and get pulled over or something. Listen, it's a lot of bad things that can happen when it comes to allowing people to break the rules like that, because those things could carry over to your personal life. So you want to stop that and nip that in the bud. So basically what happens here is I ask him, he lies. I say, oh, so you going to lie to me? So, oh, I'm sorry. I say, yeah, man. Now, normally I would kick him out, boot, 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 but I was only 4 minutes away from the drop off. So I said, well, hell with it. I just kick him out, report him, and be unpaired, be done. So I pull over to a spot they can throw it away. They throw it out. And then the guy behind me, directly behind me, he just started talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically like, man, like, no other Uber driver ever cared and all this and blah, 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 And then he asked me something that really tipped me off, really pissed me off. And it was he wanted to listen to some music. So he kept saying, because he was talking about can we listen to some music. And I ain't gonna lie, I avoid playing music when I'm with passengers, because the reason why is not because this ride here, I don't mind having music playing like during the day when it's like a different mood, but at night I got to watch these fools. I always, especially when it's a gang of dudes, I don't feel comfortable 100% with somebody sitting behind me. So I got to know when you move, I need to know you moving. I need to be able to hear it. Okay, and that's how I feel more comfortable. So I don't like playing music, so I typically avoid playing music. But here I was gonna play music for this guy, and I played it, but I keep it real low. I don't never bump it, whatever. And they be like, "Yeah, man, can you turn about?" Like, no, man, I got it on, man. Okay, I let them know that I need to focus on driving. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get you where you got to go safely. Yeah, and they may not like that. They may give me a 1 star, but you know what? That's one reason why I do have a 4.85 rating, because I don't let people do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a 100% rating where they like whatever. They can just fuck over me. No, I don't have that good of a rating. I ain't gonna lie. I have a decent rating, decent enough to keep driving, and that's all that matters to me. Okay. So anyway, so basically what happens is, he asked me again after this little situation happened when I had to have him throw the alcohol away. Now, typically, like I said, I typically would get rid of those off top, because that's what that is. That's an instant boot, right? So he asked me again. He said, "Man, can you turn on the music?" And I'm like, "Man, listen, man, I ain't doing nothing for y'all." I told that dude. I said, "I ain't doing nothing for you, man. You got in my car and you thought you can disrespect me." I say, "No, absolutely not." I ain't doing nothing for you, man, at all. I'm going to take you to where you got to go, and that's that. And then he starts saying, he said, "Well, you can't be yelling at us. You can't be yelling at us." I say, "Listen, number one, I'm not even yelling." I'm not yelling. And number two, you got in my car breaking the law, breaking the rules, and now you want to tell me I can't yell at you and you in my car? I say, because you forget that you in my car. People forget that. They think that just because this is Uber, they get the right to disrespect you. No, the hell you don't. And I told him, I say, "You see this camera right here?" And this is why I say a camera is very important. Very important, because like, I'm going to tell you, a lot of Uber drivers are so scared of these passengers because they scared that these passengers will lie on them, and that'll be that. Because they don't have a camera. I told him, I pointed to the camera, I said, "You see this camera?" I say, "This camera has been recording everything you have done and said." Okay? So if you try to lie on me, I always point the lie out before they even try. You know what I'm saying? Because I want them to know that that's what it's for. That's what it's for. It ain't really, like I always tell people, the camera is not to keep people from putting their hands on you. The camera is so that people won't lie on you. Because a person might still put their hands on you even with the camera running. But they won't lie on you though. That's one thing they won't do if they know that it's a camera right there. See, if you point it out to them, see, drunks don't typically know that it's camera right there, even though everything says camera on it. You know what I mean? It looks like a camera. I even have signs that say camera. So you got to point it out to drunks. So I pointed out to them. I said, you see this camera here? This camera's been recording everything. So don't even try to lie. I said, if you try to lie, that's fine, because I have the proof right here. Shut him up. Okay? Now, he still continued to talk a little bit, but I shut him down on that. And what made me kick him out was the fact that he told me that I couldn't yell at him. So after I gave him the spillover of what I can and can't do, you know, I let him know, like, I can do what I want. This is my car. I'm the boss. You understand? You are not the boss. Like, customers think they're the boss. They're not. You are a fucking passenger. I will boot your ass in a minute. You can one-star me if you want to, but that's all you're going to do. But you're not going to scare me in my car. So, you know, I booted their ass right up out of here. I took them to a store. It was a well-lit store, and I say, okay, y'all have a good one. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they rated me a 1 star. Obviously, they rated me. They said my pickup was bad, and I picked them up in front of their house. You see how the lie is? You picked them up in front of their house, and your pickup game was fucked up. I was unprofessional, and I was highly professional because I never swore at them. I never raised my voice. I got the camera to prove it. But these are things they can get away with. See, they ain't lie on me and say that I was drunk or whatever. Like, you know the lie, the hardcore lie. But see, because they didn't want to go there because they know that lie is a lie that I can prove. And they know that Uber gonna want to know. They know that if Uber like, okay, we deactivating you because the passenger said you was drunk. Oh, okay, I got video. Oh, really? Let me see that. And I know for a fact that if you have video evidence and the passengers say that you was drunk, they're going to reactivate you. You understand? They're going to reactivate your account. They will. They're going to reactivate your account. Because I've seen somebody do it. And, you know, he actually gave them the footage and they reactivated his account. Okay? So, like, what I'm telling you people is having a camera, it allows you to be able to control your car. You know? Because when you are a driver, and you're driving for Uber and you're driving for Lyft and you're talking about putting these passengers in your car, passengers already know that they have you by the balls. Okay? If you get out of pocket with some of these passengers at night, they know all they got to do is say, I'll report you. Like, that's their favorite words. I will report you. Like, I had a guy tell me one time, I told him to get out. He said, you can't leave me. I say, okay, oh, really? Well, but, hey, watch me leave. Like, they think that you can't leave them. You can't kick them out. Like, they be forgetting these key things, that this is your car. And if I want to kick you out and Uber fired me, so fucking be it. You still gonna get the fuck out, though. You know, they think that it can't be done or something. It can be done and it will be done. And it shall be done. You understand? So, you know, basically, don't let these fools, you know, bum rush you in your own car, man. For real. Don't let these fools do you like that, man. Like, this video I made is a little bit longer than I normally would like to make. And that's because I had to express myself, man. You know, as drivers, we have to, we gotta hold our ground. You know what I'm saying? Like they always say with the stand your ground law. Well, you gotta stand your ground. And I ain't talking about using no weapons or nothing like that. I'm talking about having the weapon that you need for allegation, which is a camera. Now, for the people that think they need guns or whatever, that's a whole other story. Protect yourself however you feel, but I'm just not into that. I don't think you need it, but I do think you need a camera because allegations is something different, man. You can't fight allegations with no handgun. You just can't, and you can't. And the camera, you really can't fight somebody trying to chokehold you with the camera. I never really put the camera in place because of that. I put the camera in place because I didn't want nobody to lie on me. If somebody want to try to chokehold me, have you ever seen that movie? Have you ever seen that movie? What is it called? The new movie with Denzel, where he was a Lyft driver. Yeah, that's me. Promise you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody try to play me, boy. I got the move of a lifetime. I already know what I'm gonna do. Listen, this is what I'm gonna do. A little simulation, okay? I got my right. My right is my power arm, so I like him to sit right back here in the back always. I don't like him sitting over here because I can get a whop like that, but that ain't what I want. I want to be able to grab him, bring him up, and then just come across. I wish a motherfucker would, man. I'm ready. You bastard be ready, man. Get your shit together. Get ready, okay? For real. Now listen. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about that, man. If you had a story like that, you had somebody you had to kick out, man, drop that in the comment, man. I would love to hear your kick out session, man. Because I love to hear when drivers is kicking fools out, man. Make sure you got a dash cam when you do it, because if you don't, you might as well just stop driving right there, because they're going to report you so quick, okay? That's just the way it is. That happened a couple of days ago now. So I'm in the good, So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Share my video, and I would like to hear about them kick out sessions. And that's been my time, and I am prime time, and I am out this joker. Don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time. Peace out. Man, I ain't having that.